One club chasing a dream that they've never ever dared to dream. The other, a European giant that stumbled, regrouped, and now wants to reclaim its place on the continental stage. Welcome to the 2025 UEFA Europa Conference League Final. Real Betis versus Chelsea. This is not just another European final. This is a clash of cultures, ambition, and identity. And it might be the most fascinating final of the year. Stick around, because we're breaking down everything. The storylines, the players, the magic, and the missteps that led to this unforgettable showdown in Wrocław. Real Betis, the heart and soul of Seville, a club fueled by passion, loyalty, and decades of heartbreak, have made it to their first ever European final. The suffering can all be worth it on big nights, when not just a nation, but a whole continent takes note of your name. Betis have been on fire lately. They are pushing for Champions League football domestically, and now have their eyes on European silverware too. On the other side, Chelsea, a club that spent hundreds of millions in recent seasons, a Champions League winner just a few years ago, now fighting for pride in Europe's third-tier tournament. But is this only the beginning for Enzo Maresca and his Chelsea project? The Blues could finish this season with a trophy, and like Real Betis, they are also searching for Champions League qualification to make it a campaign to remember. But as far as this final is concerned, what way will the pendulum swing? So, what happens when romance meets money? When a fairy tale collides with a football machine? Let's dive in. For Real Betis, this isn't just a final. It's history. It's a dream come true. It's something generations of Betis fans have never seen. Founded in 1907, Betis have always been the other club in Seville, living in the shadow of their fierce rivals, Sevilla FC. Not least after the recent success in Europe enjoyed by the red and white side of the city. But that's what makes this journey even more beautiful, and Betis have a huge fan base enjoying the ride. This year's Conference League run, it's been electric. Betis stormed through the league stage, playing beautiful football under Manuel Pellegrini, a man who knows a thing or two about European nights. In the knockout rounds, they dispatched their most difficult competition, Fiorentina, after extra time in the semi-finals. But perhaps their biggest triumph awaits. Betis' semi-final has been part of a fine run of recent form that has seen them become one of the informed teams in Europe, racking up league wins for fun, inspired by the talent of Isco and Antony. From heartbreaks in La Liga to European immortality, Betis fans are living a dream. Now, let's talk about Chelsea. The West London club has had a rollercoaster few years. Since winning the Champions League in 2021, they've changed managers more than a DJ changes tracks. They came into the Conference League with expectation, not hope. For Chelsea, anything less than winning at all would be a failure. Chelsea found their rhythm fairly easily in this competition, it has to be said. A second-string side has got them to the final, as they have danced through this European tournament with ease, albeit alongside an up-and-down Premier League season. Knockout wins over the likes of Legia Warsaw, Copenhagen, and Djurgårdens IF got them to Wrocław, where they could become the first club to have won all three European club competitions available. And now they have their sights set on silverware. Because for Chelsea, trophies aren't optional. They're a requirement, and not least if they do fail to qualify for the Champions or Europa League through the domestic pathway this year. Big names like Marc Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez, and Cole Palmer have stepped up over the course of the campaign. But in Europe more than later on, in Mayover, more than any it has also been the emergence of younger players that's added a new dynamic and plenty of attacking flair. Enzo Fernandez has been commercial, understanding the complete part of the champions for the most frightened break. It's a Chelsea side in transition, but they still have the firepower to blow anyone away. Both teams have had their share of defining moments on the road to Wrocław. The emergence of Antony as a superstar back on form, the incredible late-season burst of Frank, and the extra-time ecstasy versus Fiorentina. For Chelsea, the early struggles in the group stage, questions about the manager's future, youngsters making rookie errors, all could have derailed the run, but they have got here at a counter in the end. Each setback made them stronger. Each victory made them believe. So here we are, Wednesday, May 28th, in Wrocław, Poland, the Romantics from Seville versus the Blue Bloods from London. For Betis, it's immortality, a chance to write history and bring European glory home for the first time. For Chelsea, it's redemption, a chance to prove that even when they fall, They never stay down long. This is more than a final. It's a moment, and it will be unforgettable.